Hey guys, Jeff once again. I just finished up Dexter season 4. Like I just watched the finale today, and I thought I'd just give my final thoughts on the season and the finale in particular real quick. I'm not quite as ecstatic about the finale as I was about the rest of the season, like last night, but it was a good finale. Um, to the best season in the series. So I'm interested to see what they'll do for season 5, but as for season 4, I already have gone on about it for like 30 minutes, so I'll just talk a little bit about the finale, I guess. Finale had some good suspense of Dexter trying to just. Uh, it's still like the cat and mouse game. Dexter trying to find the Trinity Killer trying to find Dexter. I liked the part when Dexter's like trying to chase after the Trinity Killer out of the police station. It like picks up right where the episode before left off, which I always like when that happens too. Um, and Dexter like chases down the Trinity Killer and he corners him at a bank. But on the way, he hits some other guy's car, and that guy follows Dexter. Like he knocks off this guy's rearview mirror, and this guy follows Dexter to the bank, where Dexter's following Trinity Killer to the bank. So like Dexter, and gets the Trinity Killer in his van, and he sees that the Trinity Killer is taking all his money out of the bank, closed his accounts, so he's like preparing to run away. Um, but then the cops and the dude who got hit by Dexter are there, so Dexter has to like go and deal with them, and that blows up, and Dexter ends up getting arrested. And you have the Trinity Killer like left knocked out in his van, but Dexter hid his money on top of a light in the parking garage. Like that was like that whole like sequence there. I think was like the best part of the episode. Because then when Dexter finally gets out of prison, he has to deal with his wife, and he has to act like everything's normal. She drops him off at his car, and he goes running into the parking garage. The money's still there up on top of the light, so the Trinity Killer is absolutely fucked. He can't run away anymore. And but the Trinity Killer's gone. Like he had woke up and got out of there. That was like the good suspense. Like, and then going into like the end, it was just kind of like you kind of saw where everything was gonna go. Like, he finally gets. I'm already kind of forgetting it. He finally gets his Trinity Killer, but it's a little too late because the Trinity Killer had tracked Dexter down. Not too hard once you have someone's name, the real name. Um, I kind of saw what was coming, and again, this is major spoiler territory, so you know, you shouldn't be watching this if you haven't seen it. But I thought maybe the Trinity Killer would kill Deborah because he found her apartment, but obviously from her apartment he found Dexter's address somehow, and wouldn't you know it, he gets Rita. Even though Dexter tried to get Rita out of town, she forgot something or something. She had to come back to the house, and the Trinity Killer, I guess, was there and he killed her. And I guess my problem with the ending, I mean, it's a good finale. I just like a lot of the big stuff in the second half of the episode happens off screen. Like you don't see Rita get killed. They leave it as a surprise for the final scene, which is I guess that's okay. I guess, but it's not as good as something happening on screen or some sort of more suspense to it. And the same thing with like when Dexter finally gets to kill the Trinity Killer, they do have a little conversation, but his murder happens off camera. Like you just see Dexter lift the hammer. I would have liked to see dude's face get claw hammered, but like also their conversation, I guess it goes where it's supposed to go, but I don't know. It's always kind of a letdown when you reach the climax of something like this that's been building for 12 hours, and then you get to that and it's like, yeah, the conversation, yeah, it does go where it's supposed to go, but you kind of want a little bit more. You want it to be a little more exciting. There could have been more to it, I guess, but it ended on a fine note. Um, as for like Rita dying, dude, that chick was hot, super hot, but like she was always annoying to me and just dumb. Like she was too pure. And she's just dumb. I just never liked Rita. So good riddance. Although it would have been kind of good if she was around for, like I said, if they made Dexter decide that he has to be the serial killer, like eventually having to kill her or his family or something, or who knows, whatever. That's not going to happen anymore. I kind of wonder where it's going to go. I think season 5 will be, Dexter trying to deal with being a single dad and realizing that, without Rita, he's no good at it, uh, and that he's just probably doing more damage to the kids than anything. That's where I see season 5 going. I don't know anything about it, so maybe there's info out about it already, but I could see there being another guest star because that's what they've done for the last 2 seasons. You had John Lithgow and then Jimmy Smits before him. But who could this other uh, guest star be? Is it going to be another serial killer? Is it going to be a third serial killer that he goes back and forth with over a whole season? I mean, I don't see that. If they do, it's the show starting to spin its wheels, or I mean, what could it be? Like the FBI? I think like I think you have to have Quinn and maybe Deborah, maybe Dexter's sister, maybe Batista, maybe a couple people start to like together start to suspect something's wrong with Dexter and start to bring the series to a close. Like maybe 1 or 2 more seasons. Have them starting to really breathe down Dexter's neck like Dokes was back in the beginning, but instead of just one person being suspicious of Dexter, you have the whole department kind of being suspicious of him, so it's harder for him to hide. I would like that, or maybe like a FBI agent comes in, gets up his ass too, or internal affairs or something like I want to see him under the microscope more, and also him struggling with being a single father. But overall, I like season 4 a lot. It didn't completely turn around my opinion on the series, but I mean, I think you'll be surprised that I think I would rate it like 4 out of 5 stars, maybe even 4.5 out of 5. It's really solid stuff, even if the series still has some of the same problems. I think that it always has, but other than that, it's entertaining. It's fun to watch. I don't know when I'll see season 5. I don't have Showtime. I will not get Showtime. I'm sure there's a way to watch it online. Maybe I'll resort to that, or maybe I'll have to wait till next year around this time to see it. But it's good that I finished it just in time because next week I will be getting Sons of Anarchy season 2, and I'll be trying to watch through that as quickly as possible. I'll probably do it like I did with Dexter in a couple days, so that I can just watch along with Sons of Anarchy season 3 on TV. And I might do a little like reaction to each episode of season 3 of Sons of Anarchy on TV because, well, yeah, I think so because season 1 I really loved, and I've only heard season 2 is better. So that's going to be really fun to look forward to each week. And as for other TV, I'm still watching Mad Men. Mad Men's still good every week, but I just don't really feel like always talking about it. Although I definitely could have done a video about the last episode with the girl, his daughter masturbating. But yeah, that's what you can look forward to in my TV discussions. And maybe later today I'll talk about the movie Piranha 3D, which I went and saw. So stay tuned for that. Look out for that. I might do it today, depending on how I feel. I do have a long day ahead of me with nothing to do, so we'll see. All right, thanks for watching, guys.